So how much of it did you record yourself?
So that EP, there was like some remote stuff. So like Ollie Cox did the drums. I think there's only one song with drums in. Is that true? Yeah, there is.
Mm-hmm.
We did that over Zoom. That's one of the only pictures
Nice.
I took of us recording that EP is some crappy Zoom screenshot back when that was a thing. And James Davis did all the like synths and piano-y stuff on it, which is great. I did pretty much all the guitar and my friend Louis Campbell. I don't know if you guys know him,
I
but
don't know. I know kind of him, but
Does
I don't
he
know.
play in that quite like?
Yeah, he does.
I've
Oh my
met
God,
Louis
yeah.
once. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
he's great.
Yeah.
He's so I've been like recording more music since that EP, like in the past few months and stuff. But I think I find it quite hard to like be in both the writing producer headspace and the like recording guitarist headspace at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just been my like guy. I don't know what to say. Like he's so good at guitar, man. Like I don't know, puts me to shame. Kind of hate him for it. But so he did some extra stuff. He plays banjo and like
Yeah, I was
does
gonna
like
ask about the
classical
banjo.
guitar and like
Okay.
Right. Okay.
I thought the banjo was you.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
no
thought
way.
it was you.
I was like,
No way.
sneaking up. But then again, I wasn't surprised, man. I was like, of course.
Sure.
Of course, Sean
like,
plays banjo.
Bastard.
No, I wish I did. I don't even have one. They're cool. I tried to play Louis once. That was the only recording for the EP that I did, or one of the only recordings I did in person for that EP was like literally the weekend before lockdown. Louis came round and we did some banjo.
Nice.
Weird. But yeah, he did that basically, and some like of the acoustic guitar stuff. I don't really have an acoustic guitar that is worth recording, so
Okay.
I either borrow my housemate's, or if he's not around, then I ask Louis to do. And then Izzy Baker did all the strings on it,
Nice.
she's great.
She's great, man.
I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, I literally just give her a project and she just does stuff and it's always great. Yeah, she's great at just like, I guess, improvising and just layering stuff, and it
Okay.
works.
Yeah.
And then Phoebe did some vocals as well
Yeah.
from home. I feel like I'm gonna forget someone, and it's really stressing me out because they're
Oh,
gonna
don't
be
worry
like at
about
home. Like when I did the RecRooms thing with you guys, right? We did an interview, and James was staying at my house at that point. James Davis, who did the performance, and I didn't mention him in the whole interview because I was really nervous about the interview,
I
right?
remember that. Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, I just didn't want to say anything stupid, so I was like, just concentrating on the facts. And yeah. And he was quite upset about it.
Oh.
It was kind of like that fake, like, you won't talk to you for an hour kind of thing.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Fake. Is it?
Yeah, well, yeah, mate. It's like you pretend it, but then you mean it, but then you can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did he bring it up, or did you realise?
No, he brought it up.
Straight away. Just finish the
Son of
call.
a-
It's like,
I deserved it. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I
man.
appreciate you, James. I
Yeah.
really do.
Um,
What was the question?
I was just asking like what you'd recorded and
yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, you seem to have.
Yeah,
you covered
it was
that pretty
kind of
well,
it
man.
was very I think it was more collaborative than maybe it felt, just because it was so like pieced together and like done in bedrooms and stuff. But I guess it was quite collaborative. I don't
In
know.
terms of like ideas and stuff, are you sort of pretty chilled and is like, I want some banjo, lay down some sweet banjo, or you're like,
Yeah,
this is kind of what I want, you know?
I think it kind of depends. I think I'm always careful to ask people that I would want their thing.
Yeah.
I find often, like myself as a guitarist as well, I often get like involved in projects or something where they want guitar, but not really necessarily they don't want me.
Right. Yeah. I know.
And I'm
exactly what you
quite,
mean.
I'm very wary of not putting people in that position because it's a weird position to be in, because it's like you're flattered, but you also know that you're probably not going to do a very good job.
Yeah.
So I think, I try and be a bit, I don't know, they'd maybe say different things. I think I can get quite obsessed. Once I get an idea of what I think it should be, then I think I can be pretty like annoying about it. But I'm sure Izzy with the strings will tell you that I think I like the idea of saying like, you do your thing and it's fine, and then I probably ask way too much for it after that, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if that answered your question. I don't know.
Yeah, that was good, man. So in terms of influences on the sound of this particular recordings, is there anyone you would say you'd referenced or pulled from?
Absolutely. I made a reference playlist on Spotify for this very reason. Because so Carl Ziegler mixed it as well, and we had a lot of Zoom stuff and like trading Spotify playlists and that kind of thing. There was a few like tracks in particular that we're concentrating on. So like, do you guys know this guy Christian Lee Hudson?
No.
He's like, I kind of find for myself to be like, I feel really similar to him, even though he doesn't know me. I feel like we know each other, even though he's like way older. He lives in LA. He doesn't care who I am, but I feel like, I don't know what I'm saying. I think he's great. But he plays guitar and has played guitar for loads of bands, and he plays for Better Oblivion Community Centre, which is Phoebe Bridgers and Conor Oberst's thing. And I don't know, he's just an amazing guitarist. And recently he's like come out with his like debut album, and it seems like, I don't really know. He's released like scraps of like EPs and stuff in the past, but it seems like this has been like the launch of like, I know what this is now, and this is the thing.
Right.
But anyway, he's got this track called Northsiders, which was the only single that came out way before the album. That has been out for like a year or so. And it's very like Elliott Smithy and like, I guess it's like if Elliott Smith was recording albums now with like the gear that we have and the producers that we have, like double track guitar and double track vocals and just like warm and haunting at the same time. And the first single that I released, Speak, I was just like probably annoyingly so referencing that tune, and that like every time Carl would send me a mix, I'd just be like, yeah, it doesn't sound like Northside.
Why does it not sound like this?
And actually, so Hugo Meredith Hardy, who produces Diving Station, he did a bit of mixing on this one song as well, and had the same conversation back and forth. And it's like, it doesn't sound like that song. And he's like, maybe it's because you don't sound like this. No, you're wrong. It's your fault.
Liar.
Anyway, once that song came out, one of my friends messaged me saying that it reminded them of that song, and I was like, yes. Win. So everyone else was wrong. But anyway, I think that was a big reference for me because it's someone that like guitar is still a huge part of what he does, but they're very much like songwritery songs, and I think I was aware of like playing to my strengths in a way and not just scrapping the guitar, because I was like, I'm a songwriter now and I don't want to like the guitar is what I spent most of my time doing for the past 6 years. I didn't want to just like throw that away. So I think that was a thing for like the acoustic side of things. And then Bon Iver all the time.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
I heard that one. As soon as I put that,
Shameless. Just take it straight off there.
You got there first. You got there first. Son of a...
Actually, I've not like posted it yet, but I made a references playlist to like post. You know, everyone's making Spotify playlists now to like. It's just a scam to get people to follow you on Spotify, right? But I was very careful to like pick the songs that influenced me, but not the ones that I stole. Otherwise, it just gives away my secrets. Yeah. But screw it, that's fine. Really.
Yeah.
But 22 A Million.
Yeah.
Is just, I don't know. I could talk about that album the whole podcast, but let's do it. I love that so much, and I think when I heard that album, it was just I'd never heard anything like it before.
Yeah.
Maybe even now, like I don't know. Every time I listen to it, there's something new that still amazes me, and it's not just like, oh, that's cool. It's like, oh my god.
yeah, exactly. I'd put on all of his albums. I just relentlessly put on all the time. I listened to that one like 2 days ago, just playing some Mario Kart. Put that on, and it's like every tune. Seriously,
what side?
Matt, the serious musician. I love
Saddest Mario Kart.
Stick it on the Mario Kart. Let's listen to it.
I wasn't on my own. It was a little bit.
That's all right.
I don't know whether that changes things or not. But yeah, just every track, man. It's a blend of songwriting, and it's the same thing that like you're going for, that blend of songwriting and just like soundscape thing. It's just beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah,
guy's master. Yeah. Any particular tunes on the album?
Or do you not want to tell us?
No, I do. There's a song that I always get the name wrong. It's either called Stratford or Strafford.
Yeah.
Apartments.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That was another big reference for just like, I guess, I don't know, I used it for reference all the time, and like the stuff that I've been working on now, I use it as well. Just that song, I think the vocals in that song are so amazing because there's kind of no lead singer, and also you can hear it's Justin the whole time in a weird, like, they do this weird, like, pitched up vocal thing, and it's just, there's so many layers, and they just kind of bringing them in and out all the time that you never really settle on, like, a sound, but the song's that's quite short, and I don't know, it's just, it's so clever. I've still not even figured out, like, what's really going on, but there's a song called Adriana on my EP where I was, like, really meticulous with the vocal layering. So I think there's, like, I don't even know, there's probably, like, at least 3 or 4 tracks of my, like, lead vocal, and then, like, probably a double track of Phoebe's vocal as well. And they're pretty much all just doubling each other the whole time in octaves, but I really wanted that idea of it just kind of feeling kind of effortlessly, like, mixing between the two, and it never really settling on, like, maybe it's like a shyness thing as well, as I didn't really want it to be like, hey, I'm a lead singer now.
Right.
And I just thought that, that was a reference for that anyway, just because, I thought those layers were really cool. More references. I don't know, there's loads.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to catch up on new episodes every week. Also, check us out on our Facebook and Instagram at RecRooms, where you can find out about our other exciting music series. We also have this and all our other episodes of the podcast up on our RecRooms YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. See you next time.